yes, and we saved Arcana. Flying fish, you're back! That reminds me. At the beginning of, this is a recap, at the beginning of Arcana, we were trying to get around a big vortex of, like, just energy. And we and Flying Fish got separated. So, we did our thing in Arcana, and now Flying Fish is back. Yay! Bloop. We did it! The forest is rebalanced, and the Arcane River's flow is back to normal. Onward, whoops, I bumped the microphone over here. Onward, Flying Fish! Bloop, bloop. Bloopty dooply doop bloop bloop. Huh? Is the Flying Fish sinking? Uh-oh. Ah! Huh? Well, that was a wild ride. What is this place?
It is the edge of the Arcane River. We shall give him a very proper voice. He sounds... Imagine him kind of like a butler, for now. At least in this form.
Ah! Who said that? You can talk now?
Well, this is quite a magical place, and I'm not just any flying fish, you know.
But you've never spoken before.
I couldn't. But here, near the Morass, where the Urda is more concentrated, things are quite different.
Morass? Urda? I knew he went downstream, but I had no idea the Arcane River was this deep. How amazing! And somehow I can't even breathe underwater here.
It is amazing, isn't it? Oh, and I should introduce myself. I am the Will of the Urda. Will of Urda.
What do you mean you're the Will of Urda?
Oh, nothing special. Just think of me as a proxy for the Urda, just trying to save the world. Like you.
That sounds pretty special to me.
Well, it's a long story, and we're not safe here. Why don't I give you the details later? Here, follow me.
Yes. This. Wait, those monsters are... What are xenoroids doing here? Okay, so quick little thing. The xenoroids are actually from the events of Black Heaven. They are either prototypes or like clones of both Beryl and Xenon, who are both featured in the Xenon character storyline. And if you'd like to see that, storyline, let me know in the chat right now. Sometime later, anyways. Or let me know in the chat if you want to see the Xenon storyline somewhere down the road.
The Urdas here mimic the memories of others. It's a survival technique. They can become the enemy's greatest fear if need be. So what you see here is from somewhere within your own memory.
If everything mimics something, then what about you?
I learned this form on Choo Choo Island. As a flying fish, I can easily travel by both air and sea. Plus, I like the look. Isn't it pretty? These enemies must hold some significance for you, if the Urdas picked them out from your memory.
I have to fight them more often than I'd like, yeah.
Wait, I can sense her nearby. She's much closer than I expected.
Her? Who are you talking about?
Tana! Her presence alone is enough to affect even me. Let's proceed with caution.
Okay.
She's directly ahead.
Isn't that Arkarium? Who's that next to him?
Your mental state appears to be deteriorating.
Who are you? Who am I? Why does it hurt?
Your name is Tana. Do not fear. The Great One is waiting for you. He can keep you from pain if you share your power with him.
The Great One? You mean the Black Mage? Yes, I remember. But didn't he steal me away?
He did. But it was for your own safety. In sealing you away, he saved you from unbearable pain and eventual madness. You should be grateful to him. But we've already been through this many times. We won't have time to repeat it again.
They're getting away.
Can you catch up to them? I'll explain later, but we have to get that girl away from Arkarium now. She doesn't understand the damage she could do.
I'll do my best. Arkarium! Stop right there! Oh, yeah, sure. That's always worked in the past.
Tatsumari, what are you doing following me? How dare you interfere?
Interference? No. No! Whoa. Why is the river current getting stronger? What's going on?
It's Tana. She's scared, and her power is unbelievably strong. She's affecting everything in the area. I can barely withstand her influence.
How is she doing it? And where did that castle come from? How can I still be here? No!
Not again!
She's regressing. We need to get out of here, or we'll get caught in a memory loop. Yep, too late for that now.
This power is too much. You must contain yourself, Tana. Have you managed to calm your mind again?
I think so. But that castle, that can't be real.
It is at once real and not real. Your mind has made it real. Now come with me.
No,
We are safe here.
What happened? Isn't that the sealed castle of Kritias?
Only an imitation. Just a shell. It's a sort of morass, if you will.
Morass?
Yes. It's a distorted plane of existence that has been created from Tana's memory. We see it as it exists in her mind, but in actuality, it's a living coral reef that has been transformed.
So it's mimicking her memories? But I thought the monsters I saw were from my mind.
Correct. But Tana's memory has overridden everything now. You see, her power exceeds even that of the Black Mage.
What?
Her power is strong enough to disrupt the Urda here. That's why the Black Mage wants her. We cannot allow Arkarium to exploit Tana's power. Quickly, they headed that way.
All right, let's move.
Does Tana really want to help the Black Mage destroy the world? It's unlikely she knows what she's doing. The Black Mage is taking advantage of her weakened mental state. So she could she could be convinced to stop. Perhaps, but you need to be careful. If something goes wrong, you could end up stuck forever. But this could be our only chance to rescue her. Yes, but remember, the Morass is incredibly...
Well. Alrighty. Hecatonian year 52. Truffet Square. Huh? A bit more to the right.
Slowly. What a wonderful day, don't you think?
Dad, look! Good afternoon, soldier.
Ma'am?
Where am I? And where's the flying fish? Last I remember, we were at the bottom of the sea. There was something about a mission and the Arcane River. The Arcane River! We were following the Black Mage! Oof! Ow! Hey! Watch where you're going! Thanks, Shay! I'll sure put this money to good use. Dark sight. Ha! You'll never find me while I'm invisible. Okay, so the right here, right now. The official name of this character is Jean. For the longest time, I thought it was Jean, being that I'm a big Trekkie fan myself. Well, I'm not a big Trekkie fan. I'm a Trekkie fan. Let's put it that way. And the captain from the Next Generation, Star Trek: The Next Generation, Jean-Luc Picard's name. His first name, Jean, this is how it's spelled. So that's how I thought it was said. But the official thing for maplestory is Jean. So that's what we're going to be calling him from now on. All right, so he's gonna get his money.
Off they go again.
Jean, Shay, don't run in the street. It's dangerous. Ha! Found you. My magic wore off already? My magic wore off already? There we go. That's a better voice. Yes. Now give me back my money. Nah, I think I'll just, give it to these cats. Ah! Look, kitties. Shiny new toys. No, bad kitties. Those aren't toys. Better hurry and catch them, or those cats will run off with all your cash. Ah! Come here, kitties. Come on. Remember, Jean the thief always has a backup plan. Just wait until I catch you, Jean. One epic fight scene later. All right, bring it down. Careful. Careful. All that work and no payoff. Now I'm hungry, too. Another traveler. Maybe I can scrounge up a meal after all. Huh? You. I wasn't expecting you. What do you mean? Wait, stop! The rope is fraying! It's about to snap! Take cover! Ah! Ow! Why did she push me? There's been a horrible accident! Accident? That flash of light. This can't be. All those people just disappeared? What happened? I don't know. I was told it was an ordinary men's store. Hey, look, what's happening over there? That would be creepy to see, especially in real life. Even in fantasy world, maybe not so much, but still, it's creepy to see. You know, big flash explosion. She reformed right there, right before our eyes. I couldn't look away. She was beyond human. It was terrifying, but magnificent. Yeah, it's like watching a nuke go off and then just watch everybody go back together. Whoa. What just happened?
Tatsumori, snap out of it!
Huh? Who? What? Who is that?
It's me, Flying Fish, remember?
What just happened? Why am I in Kritias? Am I Shay? Tatsumori? Which...
Like I warned you, you forgot you're not part of that world.
It's all so jumbled.
We've been absorbed into Tana's memory. Your mind is inhabiting someone from her memory now.
Did she do this?
No, she's a prisoner of the Morass, just as you are.
Morass.
Those trapped in the coral forest must become lost in memories of the past. They'll remain in those memories forever, eventually becoming Urda themselves.
What? How do I stop it? And why did I come here in the first place?
You wanted to discover Tana's identity and rescue her.
Okay, yeah, I remember that now. But there's a way out, right?
Well, this is Tana's memory, so it depends on whether you can break her out of a memory loop and...
What? What? I can't hear you. Flying fish? Flying fish! May as well gather information until the flying fish contacts me again.
Hey, old man! Did you not hear me? Or are you just stupid? I said pay up! You want a primo market spot, you've got to fork over the dough.
Well, you see, business has been down lately. What's going on?
Nothing that concerns you. Get lost.
Oh, Shay. Perfect timing. Help me out here. Back off, you greedy thugs! This guy's a priest of the great temple! Priest? So Shay's a great priest.
Fine.
Thank you, Shay. You're welcome. Let me ask you, what do you know about the crystal disaster? The disaster? Well, it's been quite a while. Didn't it happen before you left for your studies? I heard there was a survivor. I don't know anything about that. I'm sorry, you should try asking someone else. Maybe the pottery shop lady over there. Alright. You know that monument in the center square? Yes. They put it there after the anti-magic stone fell and broke all those years ago. The moment that stone shattered, everyone in the vicinity disappeared without a trace. It was so sad. Is it true there was a survivor? You mean the Angel of Death? People call her the Angel of Death? Yes, I mean, she was quite a frightening sight. I'll never forget her. Couldn't sleep for days after that. She just vanished and rematerialized like it was nothing. And the way she looked, too. That darkness. Her eyes. Only someone incredibly powerful could have managed something like that. I suppose that's why they took such an interest in her. Who took an interest in her? What happened to her? The soldiers. Once they got a hold of her, no one ever saw her again. There have been rumors, though. You know, there's one person who might know more. He's been asking about those rumors too, but I haven't seen him lately. Who's that? Well, Jean, of course. He was the last one to see her alive, or so they say. Jean. I'll have to track him down. Thanks. Okay, give me a second here. I need to get some water. Shay! The High Priest has arrived and gone straight to the observatory. Aren't you supposed to be there too? High Priest? Anyway, you should go see him. You've never met the High Priest before today, have you, Shay? Not yet. Ooh. Got a good crack out of my neck there. Welcome. You must be tired from your journey. I'm fine. Sir, what are you looking at? I've never seen a bird fly that high. Ah, yes, sir. The birds in Kritias are known for that. I once heard a tale of a man who went blind from staring at the skies, wishing to become one of them. It's a miracle that blindness was the worst of it. What? Humans have a remarkable stubbornness that defies even grievous injury. Arkarium! Arkarium, the High Priest. As a boy, he displayed remarkable devotion to the goddess, earning himself a coveted position high in her ranks. It was a great honor to work with him. However, I was never comfortable with his pessimism or stony expression. Looking back, I know he was truly cold-blooded. Yep, next sequence, let's go! Ooh, spooky, scary stuff. Ah! If the High Priest was Arkarium, then Tana and Arkarium already knew each other. These two must be connected to the ceiling of Kritias. But where are we? Is this Truffet's dungeon? Ugh, this place is creepy. Oh, it seems we got a third viewer in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I hope you were at least mildly entertained by what you see here today. Do you know who I am? What do you mean? No one remembers me. I remember no one. All I have is my name. What? But you. I know you. She looks like she's in pain. We're only testing whether she can transfer her regenerative powers to others. The subject is fine. It's just a side effect of the daily experiments. Daily? Yes. If the experiment fails, the test recipients vanish. But her power enables her body to restore itself perfectly every time. She's barely even aware of it happening. Isn't that Inhumane?
Whatever she looks and acts like, she's not human. What you see is a shell formed by the power she possesses. She barely even exists at all. She experiences no emotion, desire, or memory. But I'm not explaining this well. The notes in our research journal explain far better than I can. I'll get it for you.
Sorry, I needed some water. Hecatonian year 52, month 3, day 17. Subject number 618. They obtained a high-value subject to study the power of immortality. All prior attempts to harness the power failed. Obtaining the power to heal even a pinprick could be the breakthrough necessary to eventually overcome death. It is at once magnificent and terrifying. We have only just begun the ascent to immortality. So they'd started researching immortality already. Hecatonian year 52, month 5, day 13. So a month later, I think. Memories and emotions seem to be tied to the body rather than her soul. She lost much of herself when her physical body perished. Now, what remains is but an echo of the person she once was. So she lost her memories when she disappeared. Hecatonian year 53, month 9, day 17. Okay, so this is a year and 5 months later. A year of exhaustive research with number 618 has revealed nothing to us. I fear the clues we need may have been lost with her memories. Even her own name is a mystery now. My only chance is to risk more, extreme methods. We must force the subject beyond her regenerative capacity. Beyond her capacity? But wouldn't that kill her? Hecatonian year 53, month 9, day 18. So, like, 5 days later, I think? The results of today's experiment were shocking. The subject went berserk and unleashed a flash of light, just as it had done the day of the anti-magic stone breaking. 6 of our best researchers vanished without a trace. Then she spoke to us. My name is Tana. Her voice was so calm. She looks like more than just a shell. Who wrote this?
The former high priest. He resigned shortly after that incident. Here's what he put in his final entry.
This is neither magic nor science. It is beyond human. It is of the gods. We have overstepped our bounds. What does he mean by that?
This is why you are here. We needed you to bring in High Priest Arkarium.
Is that why Arkarium... Shh! The High Priest is coming this way. $35% damage to recipient due to rejection.
Regeneration rate 100%. Full restoration complete. Success. For now.
Congratulations! Arkarium. Is he just a copy from Tana's memory? Or is the real Arkarium trapped in the Morass with us? Increasing output!
Stop. Any more will tire the subject unnecessarily.
Understood.
We have finally made progress on the path to immortality. Our next step will be to prevent recipient rejection entirely. We must find a way to ensure Hecaton survives the transfer of power. That's enough for today. Good work, everyone.
The High Priest is exactly what we needed to progress. If this continues, we may yet succeed on the day of Hecaton's ascendancy. Hecaton's ascendancy? Well done, everyone. Let's celebrate! Hi. Are you okay? Are you in pain? It is unbearable. How can you stand it? Don't you want to escape? Don't you hate the people doing this to you? Hate? I don't understand. Hate. What do you mean? How is that possible? I'd never seen anything like her before. Everything about her was dark, cold, and bleak, just like her prison. The last thing I ever expected was that ray of hope would find its way into that place. What's that light? Shh! Hide, now! Flying fish, is that you? Ugh! That wasn't very stealthy. So I guess this really is a dungeon. Gene, what's he doing here? Hey, I remember you. Do you remember me? I'm Gene. Gene the Thief. You saved me from that crystal. Who are you? Tana. That's a pretty name. Nice to officially meet you, Tana. You don't seem like a big talker. You seem kind of sad, really. I don't blame you. This place just sucks the happy right out of you. Sad? I don't know what sad is. Really? Must be nice. How did he get in here? I don't think I can get you out of these chains. There's something strange about them. I'm sorry. Though they had been reunited at last, Gene knew he couldn't rescue her from that place. But he returned every day after that, and he did his best to keep her loneliness at bay. I thought you might be bored, so I brought you a book. Can I read it for you? Bored. What does it mean to be bored? Being bored is, well... You know what? It's not important. Why don't I just start reading? A long time ago, in a kingdom far, far away, there was a beautiful princess who was held captive on a magical island. Are you hungry? I brought some bread for you. He was so determined, so dedicated. Gene did everything in his power to help Tana. Every day he came back to see her again. But Tana remained distant. There was no way to tell what effect his visits had. His Majesty is growing impatient. What should we do? We can't minimize the rejection value. We have exhausted even the High Priest's ability. Have we exhausted even the High Priest's abilities? Is there a problem here? We're preparing for an unscheduled experiment. Please wait aside until we gather the staff members. Will do. What are they doing to her? Rejection is nearing critical. Has she reached her regenerative capacity yet?
This is the girl that will bring me immortality.
What is King Hecaton doing here?
Your Majesty. You disappoint me, Arkarium. Your progress in these experiments has been far too slow. Raise the intensity. But, Your Majesty, the rejection levels... Do not question your king! Raise the intensity! As you command.
Rejection is rising! We're losing control!
We must stop the experiment, Your Majesty. Stand back! Do not stop the experiment!
Run! That was a close call. Is His Majesty safe? King's body? How did he survive? Is he even human?
Arkarium, the day of my planned ascendancy approaches. I use any means necessary to ensure its success. If you fail me again, you may not live long enough to regret it.
Why can't we find a solution? It doesn't matter. This is the last time we'll ever be in this horrible place. The test subject will vanish, regardless of whether the King's Ascendancy succeeds or fails tomorrow. She looks the same as before. It's like the experiment never happened. So Hecaton is forcing Arkarium to perform these doomed experiments over and over.
Yes, that last one revealed Hecaton for the monster he truly was.
Flying fish?
Shh, he's coming. This is important.
How have you been, Tana? You don't need to come anymore. Why? What's wrong? The book. I'm tired of it now. I've lost interest. Please stop coming here.
I don't believe you. This is the last time we'll ever be in such a horrible place. The test subject will vanish, regardless of whether the King's Ascendancy succeeds or fails tomorrow.
Vanish.
Tana?
Not human. Vanish.
Tana? Tana!
It hurts. Please, stop.
Calm down. It's me. It's Jean. You're going to be okay.
Stay back. If you get caught...
Stay back, Jean. She can't be stopped now. No, shh. It's not time to get involved yet. Jean survived until the day of the invasion.
How is she doing it? Vanish. What is that? What I wanted? Why?
It's okay. Tana, it's okay.
No.
It's okay, Tana. I'm here. I mean it. It's okay. I'll always be by your side. Because I need you as much as you need me. And you know it. Let's always stick together.
Stay back. I don't want to hurt you. Did she just stop the transformation? Jean.
I'll protect you.
I'm fine now.
You are? I'm glad.
You can't keep coming back here. It's not safe.
But... You don't know how the story ends. The princess is rescued by a brave knight.
No, you're not a knight.
And you're not a princess, but that's not stopping me. I may not be a real knight, but you're my princess. I'll find a way to save you. Our cinnamon roll here, Jean. I so wish we could have protected him. I so wish he had a happy ending, too. She smiled. Her smile warmed my heart more than I knew was possible. I would have loved to see the two of them smiling forever. But fate can be cruel. Sometimes I think it all had a purpose. Each story, each person, individual but working together like cogs in a machine. The final product was slowly taking shape, and it appeared to be an unbelievable form. The end of Kritias was at hand. Let's go! More story! The escape failed in the end. More than that, it triggered the fall of Kritias. But that means I have to help Jean successfully escape? Change the story? It's the only way to draw out Tana's consciousness, and... oh. What's wrong? It's time. Soon, I too will become trapped in the morass of Tana's memory. What? But you won't be able to talk anymore! If you ever want to escape, you must complete this task. Wait, I need more to go on than that! Don't worry. In this place, there's always another chance. Always a backup plan. What? How do you know for sure? Hey, flying fish, wait! Alright, I needed some water because I want to make sure I keep my throat through all this because we got a ways to go. Why did you want to meet me here again? You're not suspicious of me, are you? Suspicious? Me? No. Be careful. It's dangerous this late at night. I am Jean the Thief, Master of Darkness. I'm the last person you need to worry about. I told you to be careful. Look, I'm helping you because the whole of Kritias is at stake if the king's ascendancy goes wrong. Take it from a thief. Nobody helps anybody for no reason at all. And anyway, Tana is special. This is really important. Don't you think I already know that? You don't understand. It's more than Kritias at stake here. What? Look, I have a special gift for her, but somehow I managed to lose it. Can you help me find it first? I thought you were preparing to escape! I think I dropped it somewhere here. What is it that you dropped exactly? It's just something Tana would like. I got distracted and dropped it somewhere around here. Is it jewelry or what? Sort of. Why is he being so weird about it? And what would Tana want with jewelry? Got it.
So, it was a necklace. Perfect. Wait a minute. This looks like the anti-magic stone fragment. Whoa, that was close. Be careful. Don't you remember the last time one of these broke? Shatter this and every living thing nearby will disappear without a trace. Why are you carrying something so dangerous? Anything worth having comes with a little risk. The more beautiful and special something is, the more dangerous. Just like Tana. Well, you ought to be more careful. Let's move to the next area. One epic fight scene later. Yeah, sure. So, what's your plan? Simple. We unchain Tana, then quickly use the anti-magic stone to get outside. They drop the magical barrier over the castle when they perform their experiments. That barrier really exists? Yeah. If it wasn't for that, I could have gotten her out a long time ago. And then what? Well, the guards will be hot on our tail, so I've already got a getaway vehicle ready. You do? Of course. I've been planning this for a really long time. Well, you've thought this through more than I expected. I had to. Okay, well, how do we make this happen? The only thing we still need is the key to unchain her. I know there's an extra one hidden here in the abandoned area. Now, let's go get that key. Okay. So, I have something that I was going to say. I'll save it till after the Morass is done. I'm curious about something. How'd you get into the dungeon? Did you leave the note about the secret passage? Note? Uh-huh. Ah, maybe Shay left it? What? Yeah, I left that note. How did you know? It said, using your sneaking for more than stealing wallets. Or use your sneaking for more than stealing wallets.
Don't come any closer. I'll activate the magic shield.
Arkarium! Oh no!
Calm down. I'm here to help.
How did you know we were here?
I noticed you sneaking in ages ago. I found it curious. Shay, I understand number 618, Tana, doesn't deserve this.
You're lying. There's no way you could have hurt her like that and had any compassion.
Didn't you know? Our success or failure depends entirely on her.
How so?
If Tana refuses to share her power with us, there's nothing we can do to force her. Hecaton will figure that out soon enough. I fear what he will do to her when he does.
No!
That's why I need to get her out now.
Why should we believe you? Yeah, you've been leading this experiment. What's in it for you?
I know so very little about this. You know so very little about this place.
Wait, is he stuck in the Morass too?
As a guardian of time, I can see events before they unfold. I don't know how, but Hecaton will soon unleash horrors upon us all. So, I chose this human form in order to thwart him. Take the key.
Jean! Shay, our only chance of succeeding is to trust him.
Keep in mind, Once the ascendancy process begins, you cannot stop it. Tana, if you transfer your power to Hecaton, your body won't survive.
Am I going to vanish?
If the if the ascendancy succeeds, yes. If it fails, your body will recover immediately, but you'll be trapped forever in an endless loop of disintegration and reconstruction. It would mean endless pain for you.
I understand.
That's why it is imperative that you remain focused. Keep your mind intact. You cannot fail.
I believe in you, Tana. You can do this. And don't worry, Jean the Thief always has a backup plan. Arkarium spoke the truth. I, too, have a Guardian of Time's vision. I cannot fully see the future, but I see the cogs. Tana, Jean, Hecaton, Arkarium. The future they will create holds no tragedy. In the end, Shay was wrong. The king's ascendancy failed. The future he saw didn't happen. But what did he miss?
Later.
The magical seal is ready. Test subject is stable. We're ready. We will begin the ascendancy process shortly. The escape will fail, but why? Looks like I have no choice but to let things unfold for now. There's at least one difference between me and Shay. I have the power to change the outcome. I'm here, Shay. You're late. What were you doing? The hero always makes it in the nick of time. Oh. What's wrong? That mark on your head. It's getting darker. Mark? The one from your note. A purple eye. Oh dear. That's the purple eye from... It can't be. Arkarium's.
Is there a problem, Tatsumari?
Arkarium!
Be quiet. Things are about to get interesting.
Arkarium, it was you all along!
Did you really think of Guardian of Time would ever become lost in the past?
I'll set you free, Tana. I'm leaving now? Yes, right now. Jean, no, it's a trap! Huh? The key, it's not working.
Yes, right about now. I made Shay interrupt things back then, but I'll do it for him this time.
Arkarium, stop!
Intruder!
What? But they'll see me.
Arkarium, is the key... Is this the key you spoke of? What is the meaning of this? Remove him, and make sure he regrets meddling in things he doesn't understand.
Oh dear. Huh. Sana. Yes? I failed you. I'm sorry. I wasn't good enough. Jean? I'm sorry, Princess. For breaking my promise. I can't be your knight. After all. Rejection is at 0%. It worked!
It worked! shock of Jean's appearance was just what we needed to weaken the subject's willpower.
How could you?
I'll admit I had a penchant for theatrics back then, but I accomplished our goals just the same.
Jean? Jean? Jean?
I can feel it. The power is growing.
Your Majesty, he's still breathing. We may be able to save him.
The present doesn't matter. Get rid of him.
It wasn't the night in a fairy tale when I was still determined to save Tana. I promised to stay at her side. If the process is interrupted, she could suffer forever. But that won't happen. This will work. Jean the Thief always has a backup plan. This has to work. Even if she forgets me after this, new memories can be created. Better memories. Together. Jean.
Behold, my power to ascend to divinity!
I must end this. I'll forget, but we can make new memories. We'll be together. Somehow. Is that the anti-magic stone? No, Tana! You'll be in pain forever if you stop the process now! She can't! My pain doesn't matter. Hecaton, if I must endure endless pain to stop you, so be it.
No, what have you done? What's happening? Arkarium! This is what I hadn't anticipated. I wasn't aware the crystal could have such an effect. The moment that crystal broke, the Ascendancy feared.
What could you possibly gain from doing this?
I told you, I knew this would fail, but I wanted to know how it failed. And now I do.
You're insane!
As I said all those years ago, humans can be stubborn, even to the point of their own destruction.
You're as much a monster as Hecaton!
And that's all you'll be seeing. Goodbye.
But I didn't consider the one flaw in the plan was my own imperfection. Is it over?
Not yet. Tatsumari.
Jean, you're alive!
It's me. Flying fish.
What? How?
As I told you, there would be another chance. I gained useful information by entering Jean's consciousness, but for a while, I lost myself.
Are you okay?
As the will of the Urda, my consciousness isn't as fragile as yours, but this new form is much more cumbersome. But you must go to the tower. There's one more magic seal. Arkarium will have taken Tana there to try stealing her power one last time. Go. I'll be right behind you.
All right. There's what Hecaton became. that's what happened. In the end, Hecaton gained the immortality he sought at a terrible price. Never had there been such darkness and despair in the world as the day Kritias fell, and Shay was helpless to change any of it. In that moment, I could feel the flow of time like never before. All of Kritias was swept away like a fallen leaf in a rushing river. I wondered briefly if the goddess Reen had done it. But the aura wasn't of the goddess. My intuition told me it was something more sinister. A great darkness awaited us. Arkarium!
You arrived more quickly than I expected. What are you doing? My past self thought that girl's only power was eternal youth and immortality. But the Great One revealed to me that it was far more than that. It is the power to manipulate Urda, the source of life. It's amazing.
No.
Yes, and now I'm going to steal that power. I will achieve vast magical knowledge and gain immortality. That shell of a human isn't worthy of the Great One's favor. Stop!
No. Please.
Yes, embrace your anger.
I have to stop him now.
Enough! It's useless to struggle.
No. Snap out of it, Tana. Tana! Tana! Snap out of it! Jean? It's okay. It's okay, Tana. I'm here. It can't be. You were. It's me. But how? I told you I'd always be at your side. Jean, everything will be okay.
Why is it stopping?
Arkarium. I can control the Urda. I can stop you.
You can try to stop me all you want, but your pitiful understanding of the Urda is nothing compared to my power.
Yeah.
What? No! No!
Epic anime screams fade to white. Is it over? You're not Jean, are you?
No. This body was formed from memories, like everything else in the Morass. I'm sorry.
It's not your fault. What happens now?
The Black Mage will find us soon.
The Black Mage? Yes. He's aware of Tana's existence, now that she's learned how to control her power. He seeks to seal Kritias, removing it from the normal flow of time. If he does, she'll be trapped. He'll only release her when he knows he can use her power for his purposes. Then why did his forces attack Kritias?
to prevent her being discovered before she's ready. There will always be evidence of her somewhere in Kritias. A document, an eyewitness. We should leave right away. The Black Mage in their memory won't be as powerful as the real thing, but it's still incredibly dangerous here. Now that the Morass is deteriorating, we'll be able to escape.
Okay. So now it makes more sense now. Okay. I'll bring my thoughts up here in a minute.
Tosamari, are you awake?
Yeah, I guess we're finally out. But your form...
It looks like I'm stuck as Jean.
What about Tana?
She must have been dropped somewhere else.
Oh no, we have to persuade her to...
Impossible.
What?
You still don't understand her purpose. Only one thing can end her pain, and I'm afraid that is...
Destroying the world?
Yes.
Are you telling me this was all for nothing?
There's a bigger problem.
If they intend to thwart the Black Mage, I should stop them now.
Not yet. I'm sure the Great One will appear soon. The goddess Reen's power will allow him to travel to the past. He will restore my power. Oh, Black Mage! Arkarium. Great One, please give me another chance. I am not the one you seek. The Black Mage commanded me to relay this message to you. Huh? You have done well. Rest.
I think that's the end of Arkarium. The permanent end of Arkarium. Truffet didn't disappear like we expected. The Morass is still intact.
Yes, you've done well, but it seems I still have more to do. This won't be easy. This body makes it harder to follow the Black Mage.
What?
I didn't expect I'd turn out like this. I'll return to the Morass and find a solution. I changed while I was there, so if there's a way to change back, that's where I'll find it. Once I've done that, I can keep working to stop the Black Mage. Thank you for all that you've done. Thank you for all that you've done. If I ever need your help again, I'll find you.
So that's it for now. At least we discovered what happened with Tana, Arkarium, and King Hecaton all those years ago. But what happened to Shay? I should stay here for a while. Next story sequence. Yes, please.
Tatsumori, can you hear me?
Huh? Flying fish?
Can you come to Truffet Square in Morass right now? I have something important to tell you.
Okay, just wait a little bit. I'll be there soon. What's wrong, Flying Fish?
Call me Jean. It makes no sense to call me Flying Fish anymore.
Okay, Jean. Did you find a way to get your old body back?
Not yet. Her power really affected me. It'll take time for me to regain my old form. For now, I'm just going to store my power. But we have a problem.
What kind of problem?
Jean's memories are starting to overwhelm me. The longer I stay here, the faster I lose my own identity. I got trapped in the Morass. I'm slowly becoming a part of it.
What?
If it keeps up like this, I will cease to exist as Flying Fish. I'll end up spending the rest of my days here as Jean.
Just kidding. You can relax. He was a lot less annoying when he was still flying fish. I will say, this place is having some kind of strange effect on me. It's not a huge deal, but I'm sure it isn't good for me to stay here much longer. Is there something I can do? Well... Hey, if you're having trouble turning back into yourself, why not help the process along? Help myself along? I don't understand. Yeah, I mean, you could at least look like your old self, if you accessorize a little. What if we made you some new wings? Then maybe you'd be able to fly again, and maybe I could ride on your back. You want me to fly you around again? Did you notice I'm not quite as big as I used to be? I know. I thought maybe your strength would still be the same as before. Let's change the subject. How do you think Tana moved on? How do you think Tana moved on from here? I think she used her control of Urda to push herself along. Maybe a path of Urda, or a tugboat of Urda, or something. We should be able to follow her by following the trail of Urda, right? I'm not as powerful as she is, but I can control Urda now, and I should be able to track her that way. You're really getting it! Right, so let's see if we can find the trail she left behind. Last time I remember seeing her was back at the Leaning Tower. Let's head over there now. Leaning Tower. The traces of that day still remain. I can feel her power here. It's overwhelming. But that's just it. That's it. Just echoes of power. And that means... what, exactly? I don't think this was the path she took. It's just a haven for displaced rage. I don't see any other clues. Let's return to Truffet Square for now and come up with a new plan. The forces at work here are getting to be too much for me. Yay, happy music! Any path she would have taken will be marked with her aura. Jean? Those traces didn't completely disappear. Where are they? Jean! Ah! What? Don't just talk to yourself. Let's discuss this. All right. She's definitely left traces here. I just can't seem to pinpoint where. So we need to pick up her trail and follow her. But now we need a clue to find the trail in the first place. Yep. We pretty much need a clue on the clue. We're never leaving this place, are we? Oh, hush. As long as we keep at it, we'll find some way to move forward. Have a little faith. Couldn't find any trace of her on that day in Truffet, but she already left Morass. Let's check the research lab where they kept her. There could be a clue there. She was here the longest, so her memories of this place should be the clearest. Or we could just pass through here. No one should be here. Who are you? No one is here anymore. No one ever comes here. And no one should be here. How did you get here? You look like one of the researchers who worked here. Are you the only survivor? Did you see what happened that day? I was just lucky. I've been here ever since that terrible day. Alone? I'm trying to atone for my sins. I take and look after the bodies of others, so they cannot be awakened by those things. Do you remember what you saw that day? Faintly, yes. Can you tell us about it? Yes, if you help me. What kind of help do you need? I cannot care for the others myself. Help me look after the bodies. Please, make this place quiet again. Do that, and I'll tell you what you want to hear. Seems like we just need to defeat all the monsters around here. Understood. I'll stay here. Go on. You can help me repair this wall. Have fun! I'll be back in a bit. Okay. One epic fight scene later. Phew, I think this is enough. I'll just do one more sweep of the area. Can't let my guard down now. Huh? What is that? I certainly don't remember a door like that. What is that door? There's light streaming through it. How long has this door been here? And what is that light streaming through the crack? Doesn't look like it's been opened before. Should I open it? Let's follow game logic. Important looking doors should be opened. Knock, knock. It won't budge. Then, hi-ya! Wow. I didn't even scratch it. I gotta be more careful. No sense in bringing trouble down on my head. I tried pushing the door, pulling the door, breaking the door. Nothing worked. Couldn't even leave a mark on it. I should return to research lab and ask researcher about the sealed door. Oh, I see we have a third viewer in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're at least mildly entertained by what you see here today. Finally, I'm back. Oh, excuse me. What took you? That one didn't taste good. What took you so long? I found something weird. Everything in this place is weird. No, I found a big door that I don't remember seeing before. Hey, researcher guy. Do you know what I'm talking about? Big door, impossible to open. A door? Yeah, there's a door over there. No way to open it, though, so I came back. I'm not sure. I'm not aware of such a door, but I remember pieces of the anti-magic stone that exploded. They were gathered and sealed somewhere nearby. If I had to guess, the stone could be behind that door. Anti-magic stone? I think I almost blew a bunch of stuff up. I won't mention trying to break down the door. So this door, she could have passed through it on her way to the next destination. No, it was covered in dust and cobwebs. Chances are no one's opened it in years. I suggest you forget about that door. What lies beyond could be dangerous. Great. Now that everything's settled, shall we get down to business? Let's talk about what you saw that day. It was so terrible. I don't want to remember. I was lucky to survive. The others. Man, they're gonna get on my case for leaving the journal behind. Gee, the research lab is sure noisy right now. stumbling around in the dark. That's... He found Tana. In the moments before I blacked out, I saw it. It was surrounded by a cold light. It passed as if nothing else in the world existed. Did you see which way it went? It went towards the Trevor outskirts, the very edges of them. I'm sure she wanted to be free of this place. She might have met the Black Mage in Truffet with her memory, within the memory. He might have shown her the way. The Black Mage. Are you going to follow? We are. We have to track her down. Then, could you give her a message when you meet her? Of course. I apologize for everything. I did something unforgivable. Something that should never have been done. I know none of us deserve her forgiveness. Just tell her that. I only hope she can be free of her pain and be happy. Now that we're all set, shall we get going? Let's follow her to the Truffet outskirts. Sure, alright. I will pray for you. And I hope that... I hope who that protected this place are safe. Okay, that was weird. Excuse me. Where did she come from? How could anyone have that kind of power? Beats me. We have no way of knowing how or why she showed up in Kritias in the first place. More importantly, what does the Black Mage want with someone like her? Something evil is a pretty safe bet, so we need to stop him, and everyone who works for him. This way. Her trail picks up here. The traces lead this way. Oh, look at that! It's a huge dimensional gate? The surrounding Urda is being pulled in. She opened that door! Let's get closer. Is it safe to pass through? Only one way to find out. You just pushed me. I had no idea what was going to happen. We're fine, aren't we? Not even a scratch. Besides, you ought to be used to falling by now. Tiger! Happy New Year to you too! Oh, man. Give me a second there. Big stretch. So, welcome. I hope you were at least mildly entertained by what you see here today. I'm going through part 2 of the Arcane River. Part 1 will be up on my YouTube in another week or so. So be on the lookout for that if you missed it. Why, is that no good? But why couldn't we pass through there? I don't know. Let's try again. By the way, Taiga, is it midnight where you're at, or is it still working on that? Or heck, is it daytime where you're at? Just curious. Okay. So yeah, you're still on the same day as me, so we're making a march toward New Year's. Oh, and by the way, I should say, Jinx, happy New Year. I'm pretty sure you just crossed the midnight threshold where you're living, so Happy New Year. I wish you all the best and all the glitter and all the shiny coins you can get. Ow, my nose. I think something is blocking us. Well, at least we know she went this way. And that means she blocked the way so we couldn't follow. Uh-oh. What? I just felt a shake. Ah! Tatsumori! What was that? All right. Jean, are you okay? Huh? Did he end up somewhere else? Jean! Where are you? Huh? Flying fish! Flying fish, wake up! Flying fish. Shay? I'm kidding. Ugh, my head. I must have taken a bigger shock than I thought. I can't believe he's joking at a time like this. What was that just... Oh, look over there, Tatsumori. Oh, part of it disappeared. Truffet is disappearing? The moment she left this place, her influence began to fade. Everything's going to start changing back to the way it was. But if it goes back to the Coral Forest, we'll lose Tana's trail, won't we? Exactly. So let's book it back to the Truffet outskirts. Truffet is evaporating into Erda. Ah! Oh no! We have to do something! If this keeps up, all of Truffet is going to disappear! One epic fight scene later. I never thought it would come apart so quickly. It's because she left this place. Her power really was the only thing holding it together. If she's not here to keep it up, it all goes back to its natural state. What about following her trail, though? That's why we have to hold this place together ourselves until we find it. And Tatsumori, I'll be depending on you for that. But there's some good news in this mess. Huh? I can turn back into flying fish, so as long as I'm free of her influence, however. You have to stay here until we pick up the trail, right? And I'm not sure how long the transformation's going to last. Anyways, this place needs to be maintained until we can find that clue. So you could get some memory slivers from me from time to time. And you might want to help Erdus in the Truffets as you look for clues. You might know something useful, just like the person in the research lab did. Helping! That's what I do best. I'll get the requests from the Erdus. That way you won't have to run around finding what they want. Oh, thank you. Every little bit helps. Alright, let's get to work. Hey viewer, thanks for stopping by and checking out this clip. If you want to catch where these streams happen live, use the link in the description below to check out my Twitch channel. If you'd like to see more stream clips, check out this playlist right here. And if you'd like to have a story narrated to you, check out this playlist right here.
I hope you were at least mildly entertained by what you see, and I hope to see you on the next one.